Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about lonely Instacart and Doordash gig workers are leaning on YouTube influencers to help them feel connected. I hate everything about that headline. I don't know if I would ever consider myself a lonely Instacart or Doordash gig worker or even a YouTube influencer, but I do believe in being a part of a community so that way you can learn more about the work you're doing and make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. So with that said, I want to go over everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for Doordash UberEats and Grubhub drivers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. In early 2022, a gig worker delivered an order to a customer who hadn't left him any tip through Doordash. "Hey man, why ain't there no tip on this?" the driver asked as he walked up to the movie theater counter where the customer was working, according to a recording of the interaction. "My bad," the customer responded. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You never try to confront the customer themselves because you never should have taken that kind of order to begin with. If a customer doesn't tip, it means you shouldn't be working with them, period. The customer didn't seem moved by the driver's plea for a tip, but the interaction served another purpose. The driver, who goes by Dashing Trader on YouTube, posted the clip to the video sharing site. There, it elicited comments from other DoorDash drivers who were also frustrated with no tip orders and the people who placed them. I don't know if frustrated's even the right word. We're literally telling you we're just gonna decline the order. It's no tip, no trip. That means we will not accept the order to begin with. Dashing Trader did it for a different purpose, but 9 times out of 10, gig workers are just not gonna take no tip orders. "Respect, bro," one viewer wrote in the comments. "These cheap clowns need to hear it." No, because here's the thing. You can't get the wrong person to do the right thing. It's like expecting a cheating boyfriend or cheating girlfriend to stop cheating. It's just who they are at this point. I wouldn't say it necessarily worked, but the result of me recording that, it got a lot of attention on YouTube, Dashing Trade told Insider. The driver declined to have his real name used in fear of getting deactivated by DoorDash, which ironically he ended up getting deactivated anyway. "It was actually one of my first videos that I got thousands of views on," he told Insider. Things you do for content, huh? Gig workers for Instacart, DoorDash, Walmart Spark, Driver app, or other delivery services often watch one of their favorite YouTubers or TikTokers for information about the industry. Without the colleagues and water cooler talk of a regular job, the content also fills a void for gig workers who make a living on the apps. I don't know if that's how I would describe what I do. I'm looking to provide information based on what's actually happening, almost like a news website or a central hub for all information on the gig economy and how to truly succeed as a gig worker. Which is why I'm working on building my own website, but that's not the point. The point is, I wouldn't say it's for water cooler talk. Water cooler talk to me sounds like drama and nonsense. I'm not here for that. Although some of my news content would disagree with that. One shopper in California told Insider that he watches videos made by other Instacart and DoorDash workers to figure out which no-tip orders are worth accepting. Okay, in California specifically, you have Prop 22, which is a totally different ballgame. So if that's the kind of logic you're operating on, that's a different conversation entirely. "If the client isn't tipping, I really have to fall back on my formula," he said. Which again, his formula probably has something to do with Prop 22. Dashing Trader has amassed 10,500 subscribers as he's uploaded 872 videos since February. He told Insider that he thinks the isolation of gig work draws many viewers to his channel. Things you do for content, huh? "Doing these gig apps can be kind of lonely," he told Insider. "We're in our cars for sometimes 8 to 10 hours a day, and having someone that's there every day doing the same thing as you can be really relatable and a benefit to a lot of viewers." Okay, that's a fair point. There's a lot of YouTubers who do ride-alongs and a lot of commenters who actually have stated specifically those kind of videos can be inspirational and motivational for them because it gets them in the zone of wanting to do that for themselves too. So I could see how people could feel that way. YouTubers talk about news and offer tips to gig workers hungry for information. Mike Sabo, who posts videos as Your Driver Mike on YouTube, told Insider that many of his viewers watch his videos for tips on doing gig work. Your Driver Mike has been growing like crazy too. He's got like over 100,000 subscribers or something like that. I think he's close to 150. Either way, he's killing it. One of Sabo's most viewed videos explores the economics of renting a Tesla to drive for Uber. Another video breaks down the earning potential from startups that pay drivers to place advertising decals on their cars. Sabo's verdict: it does not pay very well. I think he's referring to Sticker. Sticker is not a very good company. Period. I'll do a different video on that. Other videos, he said, are meant to keep his viewers up to date with developments in the industry, such as Instacart's decision to cut base pay and DoorDash's expansion of its rewards programs for drivers. I mean, I don't know if rewards program is truly a great term for the crap that DoorDash does, but yeah. Sabo started making videos about gig work in 2017. Since then, he's posted about 1,300 videos and attracted 146,000 subscribers. What things you do for content, huh? I try to vet these apps, so it is from a driver's worker's perspective, Sabo told Insider. The key, he added, is finding the nuances of these platforms, how to make the most money. Yeah, it's really important as a content creator, it's really to make sure that you are trying to dive deep into these platforms to make sure that they're actually quality apps to work with. Because otherwise, what's going to happen is that you're going to do these platforms and it's going to cost you money because you're putting in X amount of work, you're making this much money, which is not that great for dollars to mile ratio, 1, and 2, you could be on another app making more money. Like many gig workers, Sabo started doing gig work full-time in 2020 as demand for delivery shot up. At the same time, viewership on his YouTube channel also went up as well, as people figured out how to start making money through gig work, which makes perfect sense. YouTube is Sabo's main job today, he told Insider, but it's not the only way he makes money. He offers coaching for others trying to grow their own YouTube channels. He also sells tools for gig workers, such as a spreadsheet to help them calculate their earnings. What he's done, and I don't think enough gig workers do, is he's diversifying his income from not just sources of income, but streams of income. He has multiple sources to where he's coaching and putting in the time to actually earn money through coaching as well as through gig work. But he's also setting up tools for passive income, or more residual income would probably be a better term, with YouTube and selling products such as his spreadsheet. Gig work has become a source of income for many people, sometimes replacing full-time jobs. Sabo himself turned to gig work after being laid off at a startup in 2014, he said. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're a full-time gig worker, a part-time gig worker, it is an excellent source of income. Some people are using this stuff to pay off bills, Sabo said, so when I think about the content, I'm thinking about that. Some people are doing it to just pay bills, build a savings, build their investments. A lot of people have a lot of different opportunities and a lot of different ideas for what they want to do as a gig worker. And that's something that a lot of gig workers need to think about when they're making their content. Some gig workers are quitting the industry, citing falling earning potential on many of the apps and slowing demand for delivery. That's prompting Dashing Trader to plan different types of videos for the future. He told Insider that his long-term goal is to make videos about day trading, stocks, and interest reflected in his channel name. Which again, Dashing Trader is extenuating that too. You gotta use the gig economy as an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal, not as the goal. You're not gonna be able to do any type of work, whether it's gig work or just working a job forever, so set up systems that will make money for you, not just you have to make money. I still want to move in that direction of financial freedom, teaching about stocks and different things that I've learned in my financial journey and helping others get out of the rat race, he said. Amen. That is something I can absolutely agree with. Whether it's through day trading, YouTube, or what have you. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. I am not a fan of the headline of this article, but I am so glad that some gig workers are getting the limelight they deserve. Like Dashing Trader, regardless of my initial impressions of him, I'm glad that he's getting some sort of limelight for actually making an impact towards the gig community. Same with your driver Mike, regardless of what that impact is. And another important thing that I don't think is said enough throughout this article, your driver Mike, Dashing Trader, and myself, there are variations in our philosophies, but our goal is all the same: to provide value to the gig community and help you become more financially stable and hopefully even remove the dependence you have towards the gig work you do and into something a little bit more long term. Not because of the industry itself. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a service worker in the food delivery industry. The problem is how fragile these accounts can be and how you're not going to be able to work forever. You got to think about your next long-term plan, whatever that looks like. And I feel like I'm preaching this a lot lately, but it is so important. Yes, the decline in pay is part of it, but also think about this. We don't know where the economy is going to be this time next year, or the year after that, or the year after that. All in all, this was a great article, and I'm glad that the people who have gotten the limelight in this way are not only keeping it up as gig workers, but also looking to develop their other content in other directions, such as building a YouTube channel or day trading stocks. Good for them. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!